Hi moms and welcome to Mom Chat Monday. Today we are talking about sleep. To sleep train or not to sleep train? What would you do? We would love to hear your advice. We have some moms that we're talking about it on here, and I'll let you know what I personally think. So, firstly, this is such a controversial topic, and there's moms that are very pro sleep training, and there's moms that are very against sleep training. However, one of the moms said, your kids don't stop needing you just because it's nighttime. So, for instance, I have my 4 year old, almost 5 year old, and she still wakes up with night terrors and nightmares. And one of the sleep psychologists, Nikki Cohen, that is a contributor to Pink and Blue magazine, you could read her articles in our sleep section of our website on pinkandbluemag.com. She suggested that my daughter Sienna, I've done sleep training multiple times. I don't believe in cry it out. I do a softer method where you take the chair, you move it slowly away from their bed so that they start to learn to fall asleep on their own. She went through different cycles, which a lot of people that have babies you'll see, where they are sleeping through the night and then they start waking up and then they start crying. And of course, the moms, you're going to get so annoyed when you bump into the other mom at Starbucks, like, oh, does your baby sleep through the night? Yeah, my baby sleeps through the night. And then you want to punch them in the face because you were up all night every single night. Been there. So, yes, my daughter still wakes up and comes to my bed. My older one has always been a good sleeper. So, they could be a good sleeper and then not a good sleeper, and they just keep changing. Or you could just have a baby that's not a good sleeper. And, like Dr. Nikki Cohen suggested, my daughter hasn't learned the skills to sleep on her own as yet, and that's part of a developmental change. Other moms don't believe in that, and they think that babies learn how to sleep on their own from when they're babies. So there's going to always be different schools of thought. Let's hear from the Pink and Blue moms on our Facebook group what they had to say. So one mom said, 100% yes. We did it on our own with the help of some books, mainly sleep habits, Healthy Child, and they also used the no cry solution a bit. They took bits and pieces from different places, which is what I suggest you do, and adapt it to what works for your family. And it's also trial and error and cry it out. But both are amazing sleepers, she said. One of her children are 5 and the other is 10 months. But another thing that I could tell you is that not everything works for every family. We have late Friday night dinners. We come home late. If you're going to have a sleep doula, I suggest that you stick to their plan and you don't deviate from it. Sleep is one of the most important things. Kids develop while they're sleeping, so it is a very important thing to have. Another person said, I'm not an expert on sleep training. We took our pediatrician's advice at 4 months, and she started doing a slow, gentle approach, which I really liked, where she started eliminating the bottle, the pacifier, rocking, music, and she started slowly eliminating things. Another thing that I would tell you is turn off the TV. It stimulates them, and the iPad at least an hour before bed. Have a nighttime routine where you're giving them a bath, you are reading them a book, and this is what they expect every night. They have a similar dinner time every night. Kids need schedules, and I'm not a very scheduled person, but it is so true. Kids need schedules. They need something. And the other thing is that the kids need to learn to fall asleep on their own. That's the thing that I'm suffering from right now, so that they're not waking out of habit. And this mom said is that what she did is that she started taking away the things slowly every single day, and then her baby started not needing as much dependency and instituted a formal bedtime routine like I am suggesting. And then afterwards she set a 10-minute cry maxing for them outside, and that was what they were personally comfortable with. My doctor suggested the same thing. Put the kid to sleep, sit on the chair, not lying in the bed with them because she's used to our human body next to her. Then if she starts crying, you leave the room and you hold the door closed. She cries for 1 or 2 minutes, you go back in, you check on her, you comfort her, and you give her the 3 rules. One, you have to learn to fall asleep on your own. Two, mommy or daddy are right outside the room, and we're going to leave the room if you start crying. Three, if you have a nightmare and you come into our room, you don't come in mommy and daddy's bed. You make a little sleeping bag, or like we have the Dora bed, and you put it on the floor and let them sleep in it. And that they're not allowed to wake you up, because the problem we're having, which I don't really mind because they're only young once, but they fall asleep on you, and then you're not sleeping well, they're not sleeping well, they're waking you up, and it's a disservice to you and your child. So she said within 1 week, she went from waking every 2 hours to only one time, 3 times per night. And the remaining wakings are phased out by 5.5 months. And now her daughter's sleeping 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And she only whines after she puts her down about 10% of the time. So these are the different moms' advice on Pink and Blue. We will be sharing the article on our website with their advice so you could read through it. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to PM Nicole Bloomberg, which is myself, or message one of our admins, and we'd be happy to answer your question. And please let us know what you do for sleep training. Thank you. And if you have any suggestions of any hot topics you would like for another Mom Chat Monday, please let us know. Thanks.